I'm going to be fired on Monday. I run a small bar in Michigan. I run said bar in everything except pay lol. I have a general manager who works on average 10 hours per week. I have an owner who I've never seen do a single thing other than drink Busch Light by the gallon. The tips are even good enough that I don't complain about being paid $6 an hour. I now find out we are closed Monday and Tuesday for spring cleaning. By the staff. For $6 an hour. For 10 hours. For 2 days. Myself and the other night bartender have said absolutely not. And we have been told we will be terminated if we do not show. On the bright side, this has given me a week to job hunt. And boy, is there a lot of opportunities out there right now. I've already had 2 interviews and have another 2 tomorrow. One of them during the hours I am scheduled to work. Wouldn't you know it? I think I feel a cold coming on. Tell them that if they fire you, then you will not come to work anymore. Ask him if he's seen all those, now hiring, nobody wants to work anymore, signs up everywhere. Your part of cleaning the bar will consist of removing yourself from the premises. How can they complain about that? This happened at a bar I worked at years ago. Enough of the workers complained an hour had to created a different job clock in, so we got paid min. Wage during times we were not being tipped. Go out with a bang and make the pours heavy. If you're W-2, call the Department of Labor. If you're 1099, call the IRS. Then the Department of Labor. Edit. Be sure to have this in writing. Email, text, etc. of cleaning X hours at your normal rate. I have one thought. If I ever owned a bar, I would pay my people like $20 an hour to come in and spring clean once a quarter. I wouldn't make it mandatory, but I am sure I would get people to show up. Also, I would include lunch, dinner. My thought is that most people would do it, and I will still save a couple bucks an hour versus hire out. For random cleaners. Spring cleaning is a normal part of restaurant operation, and I wish more restaurants made it a habit. But being paid $6 per hour for being there doesn't seem legal, since you can guarantee there will be no tips. Before quitting, I would ask if you could be compensated for coming in with no expected tip revenue, since that would guarantee you are working below federal minimum wage laws, which would be illegal. If you're not making tips for closed days and duties that you don't get tips, you must be paid minimum wage. So, everyone go clean up the bar and do the work as prescribed, and if they don't pay you all minimum wage, then report them to the local labor department. Also bring in the union, and then finally, when you get a real nice job, quit. Ironically, at the bar I recently left, we got paid $4 plus tips. And I got fired for the same reason. Found a bar I have to drive an hour to. But I make $12 plus and work 2 days a week and clear $1,000. Worth it. Fuck that job. My description says bartender, not janitor. Hire someone for it. I need a bartender in Columbus, Ohio if you're interested. I'm not doing anything for $6 per hour. I wouldn't spring clean a bar for $50 per hour. Fuck the cold. Be straight up honest, tell them you have interviews and that the current pay is simply just not worth your time anymore. If you're gonna get fired for not cleaning under minimum, don't bother making an excuse to please them lol. Nope. Not only are they required to pay at least minimum wage, there are laws that say there is only a small percentage of your shift that they can have you do not serving duties. Around here we call that a case of the old interview flu. I am in Michigan too. What bar? You should only get a tip wage if you do work that may result in tips. If you're doing other work, you should be paid at least minimum wage. They legally cannot have you do work like that for bartender wages. You could sue them. I worked at Firebird's wood fire grill and they actually had to pay out their entire staff for lost wages because they were making them do non-prep work for server wages. Could be wrong, but don't they have to pay you $10.10, which is the Michigan minimum wage if the business isn't open to public? If someone can confirm this for me, I'd say find another job and then turn their ass into the Department of Labor. Send him the numerous articles of people getting fined thousands and thousands of dollars for doing exactly what he's trying to do.
If you enjoyed this video, please check out our playlists full of similar content. Epic Ericast is like doom scrolling for your ears. Please like, share, and subscribe.